Hello children, good morning. Welcome in your social science class. Today we are going to start chapter 13 Forest and Wildlife. As you may know about the forest and you have maybe gone to the forest or visited some forests, or in the TV channels also we are having some channels like National Geographical Channel or Discovery Channel where they are showing variety of programs related to forest and the wildlife of the different animals. As you know, the forests are home to numerous species of animals, birds, plants, and trees. Forests are nature's gift to humanity. Forests play an important role in our life as we depend on herbal medicines, paper, plywood, rubber, resin, minerals, and so on. Now, here the resin. Resin means a type of material which is coming out from the trees which we use to make paint. And trees are also helpful in soil conservation. According to this, we are having variety of numberless trees in our forest, and according to the climatic conditions, we are dividing the forests into four main groups. They are evergreen forest, deciduous forest, mountain forest, and thorny forests. Now let's study one by one each. Now, first of all, we'll move to the evergreen forest. Evergreen forest and found in the regions of heavy rainfall. Where we receive heavy rainfall, there we are having tropical rainforest or evergreen forest. Evergreen forests are also always remain green throughout the year. In India, evergreen forests are scattered on the western Ghats, slopes of the western Ghats, Kerala and Karnataka, Odisha, and Khasi Hills, which are in the northeast of India, and also in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And like rubber tree, cinona, mahogany, or rosewood, these trees we found in the evergreen forest. The evergreen forests are very dense forests. Trees grow so close to each other that it is difficult to move through them, and the trees are tall and having large branches of broad leaves. Even sunlight cannot pass through these branches, and the wood of these trees is very hard, which is used to make furniture. Bamboo is also part of the these tropical rainforests, and this bamboo is also used to make paper and build houses. So this was about evergreen. Now we'll move to deciduous forest. As you can see the different picture of different trees of the forest. Now, deciduous forests are also known as monsoon forests. They cover more of the area in India that is evergreen. Okay, the forests have tall and straight trees which shed their leaves for 6 to 8 weeks at the beginning of the summer season. These help the trees withstand the summer heat. They are not shedding their leaves at the same time. Now, these forests appear deciduous forest never appears bare. So, which types of trees we find here? Neem, saltree, shisham, teak. These trees, these are also known as monsoon trees, monsoon forest trees. The wood of these trees is very hard and very expensive. Teak grow in the western part of the Deccan Plateau in Karnataka and Maharashtra, and sal tree grows in the northern India. Now, these also grow on the western Ghats and on the Himalayan foothills. Now, in the deciduous forest, we are also having one type of forest known as mangrove forest. Mangroves are trees and shrubs grown at the saline coastal habitats or at the coastal areas. If you remember the Sundarban deltas, along the Sundarban, along the Ganga delta is the largest tidal forest in the world. Okay, so this was about your deciduous forests. Let's move on to the Himalayan or mountain forest. Now you can see numberless trees over here, the pictures. The shape of the trees are conical shape. The leaves are very narrow and pointed also. Okay, these types of trees we can find in the mountain or Himalayan forest, also known as coniferous forest. They grow on the higher slopes of the Himalayas, mainly consist of evergreen coniferous trees. These are tall with thick bark. On the lower Himalayan slopes, we find the trees like oak, alder, chestnut, birch, and some trees like spruce, deodar, sap also found here. The wood of these trees is very soft and used for making furniture. The bamboo also found in the mountain ranges, creepers and variety of orchid also. Dry evergreen forests are found in the Shivalik hills and in the foothills of the Himalayas. And among the common trees grown here are pomegranate, olive also. So this was about mountain or Himalayan forest. Now the last and the fourth one is thorny forest. Now thorny forests consist of thorny trees and scrubs. These forests mostly found in the northern west part of the great Indian desert in Rajasthan and in the parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. As we receive scanty of rainfall over there, so these types of common trees are grown here: cactus, kikar, and babul. Okay, these trees have no leaves or their stem is glossy. Kikar tree is a small tree that grows at the height of only 7 meters, and its bark is used for leather manufacture, for making of the leather. Now babul grows at the height of 14 meters. This tree has darkish gray bark, yellow flowers and thorns. There its bark is used to make medicines, and the tree yields a gum known as babul gum. So this was about the thorn forest. Now you can see in the picture of the thorny forest, the trees or small shrubs are scattered in the area, and you can see the different types of the cactus over there. Now after the forest, now wildlife in India. With the forest, they give the home to the various wild animals like elephants, lions, cheetahs, tigers, etc. Now the government had set up many wildlife sanctuaries and national parks to protect the wild animals. Now which some of them are given on your screen: Corbett National Park, or you can say Jim Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand, Kaziranga National Park in Assam, Sundarban Tiger Reserves in West Bengal, Gir National Park in Gujarat, Kanha National Park in Madhya Pradesh, and Bandipur National Park in Karnataka. And some other are Sariska Tiger Reserves in Rajasthan, Manas National Park in Assam. Okay, now after the wildlife in India, now the last topic is about the conservation of forests. Now, the existence of forest necessary for human survival, to create more living space and other facilities for the rising population. Trees are being cut in a large number. Now we have to stop cutting of the trees. For this increasing destruction of the forest led to soil erosion, uncertainty in rainfall, and recurring floods. This is the cause of the deforestation. Now we have to stop the deforestation. For this, government introduced Forest Conservation Act in 1980 to check the deforestation of forest land used for non-forestry purposes, and in 1988 Forest Conservation Act was recorrected for violators of severe punishment. Government now led to punish the people also, those who are greedy for the cutting of the trees, as the timber contractors. For this, in 1973, the leader Sundarlal Bahuguna and Gaura Devi were the persons who started Chipko movement. You can see here in the picture how the people hugging the trees, as the people, chipko means to hug the trees, to prevent the cutting by the men of the greedy timber contractors. So, like this, they started to stop the cutting of the trees by the Chipko movement in 1973. After this, lately, the government and other organizations have started taking steps to prevent our forests, to take care of our forest and the trees, which are essential part of our life and which are the homes of the wild animals. So, like this, I um, conclude my lesson. Please open your textbooks, read the lesson carefully, see the pictures given in this PPT and even in your textbooks. Textual exercise will do in the next session. Okay, children, thank you. Have a nice day.